Yo sola. Yo me enseñé sola a coser.
It's a skill she taught herself to craft creations by hand. Leticia Garza is one of several women who use this tiny space to make a living, using vintage sewing machines to produce everything from alterations, denim and dresses, to specialized pillows and customized pajamas, each garment created with care, each job made possible by Fuerza Unida.
I actually remember that day coming into work.
That day was 23 years ago.
In less than 15 minutes, they shattered our lives, our future.
Viola Cáceres was one of the first people left without a job when the Levi's Corporation began dissolving manufacturing in San Antonio.
Most of us were like 80% mujeres mexicanas with a low education. I only went up to the 6th grade, and I thought, working at this Levi plant, I was going to retire from there, and be able to have a future for my kids.
In the end, more than 1,000 people lost their jobs, many of their stories similar to Viola's. And that's when Fuerza Unida, meaning United Strength, was born.
I remember the first meeting we held it at a local church here in the South Side.
Viola is one of the founders, an organization initially born to rally for change and fight for the rights of those workers.
We might not have gotten the big victory of them giving us what they stole from us, our benefits and our health. 5 years ago, they closed down the last 2 plants that were here in San Antonio, and those workers, they got a better, benefits than what we did in 1990.
The organization has since evolved to provide support for workers in the form of job opportunities, as well as monthly training and educational workshops.
They said that we were a bunch of illiterate, mujeres, but with just a lack of information. We have to, educate ourselves and educate our women, and that's what we do here.
But the organization has a much bigger vision in mind. I want you to take a good look at this label right here. It's what Fuerza Unida hopes will triple the size of this 1,000 square foot workplace and become an important tool in revitalizing San Antonio's South Side.
We have all this experience of 15, 20, 30 years experience. We don't want to lose that. We can still sew.
So a few years ago, Fuerza Unida decided to forge a new future, launching its own denim line called Jeans with Justice. The organization teamed up with MBA student Jen Martinez to take this brand to the next level.
In our financial model, we actually are paying a living wage to seamstresses. And not only is it that living wage for the seamstress, but it's that living wage that impacts her family, that overall impacts community.
And creating close to 100 projected new jobs as well.
Commitment to community and purpose. Not only purpose on the environmental side by using organic materials and creating a jean that's in a safe and working condition, we're also making a made in the USA product, which is unlike and very different than 98% of the clothing that's in America, which comes from factories abroad.
With the creations designed right here in San Antonio, customizing fits for all shapes and sizes.
That's where I think we're going to have a competitive advantage, is in connecting with that market. That market is right outside our doorstep.
For Viola, she's anxious to secure the resources to grow, starting with up-to-date production equipment, specialized personnel, and the space to keep up with the growing demand.
Imagine what we can do with a bigger space, so we're really asking the public to buy up our product.
We give women a chance to really make their threads count. And that's why they should look at Jeans with Justice as their next jean purchase.
For San Antonio Living, America Guevara.